Good morning. It is September 10th, 2025 on a Wednesday. Kind of an overcast day. It will be like this for a while, I guess. It's cooled off a little bit. The sun will be out in force at the end of these couple of days. Then it's going to get back hot again. I am drinking, since this is Halloween time. It was more darker than this, but some of the creamer went down. This is a pumpkin cold brew foam. Pumpkin cream cold brew. I'm calling it foam, right? Let's test it. Maybe I had this once before, but since it's the time, just right. Don't need no food. They got a thank you on the side. I guess the CEO is trying to bring things back, but they always had been okay, Starbucks. But anyway, let's talk about Cracker Barrel. All the talk is about Cracker Barrel. I've been eating that Cracker Barrel quite some time. Not a lot. Mostly when I travel. Mostly when I go through Utah and St. George. I always eat at that Cracker Barrel there. I always eat at Cracker Barrel sometimes in Las Vegas. I started first eating at Cracker Barrel, I think, in Flagstaff. Over the years, over 10 years, maybe 15, there could be a difference. I know that right now things are kind of iffy at Cracker Barrel. I did get like lunch, like a little bit afternoon in Cracker Barrel in Utah, St. George, just a couple of weeks ago. And it seems like there is a limited menu when it comes to breakfast, because I was looking at having breakfast at lunch or just after lunch. And everything looked the same. I really didn't pay any attention to the sign. I think the sign was the same. But I think they're doing most of the other things from where Cracker Barrel started, and maybe there's a few others that they changed around. But when I walked into the store, everything looked the same. All the gifts and whatnots are there. The seating was basically the same. But I think sometimes when you mess up something and you talk about something that you're going to do, then people start criticizing the changes, trying to be up to date, and yet no one liked it. It didn't bother me, but I am looking at the food still. I am looking at the food, and just like I said, I was looking for breakfast. Usually I'll either get breakfast when we get there early enough, lunch once in a while, and dinner I have ate there. They're pretty decent. Even though this one was kind of different, maybe I got a little bit less food. But I don't see why everyone is really putting down Cracker Barrel that bad, when probably there do need to be changes. As far as the logo, they probably didn't have to change the logo. It didn't bother me, or whatever it meant. It looked like someone sitting there, an old guy in a rocking chair. That was just fine with me. I don't care. I could bring some other reasons why I could say something about it, but I'm not. I'm just gonna stick with that Cracker Barrel theme. But let's compare it to Black Bear Diner. You know, even Black Bear and Cracker Barrel, they are expanding. So when you start expanding, you start changing things. different clientele in different areas. Maybe one area is inclined to be more conservative, the other area be inclined to be more liberal. I hate to use those terms. And some people just don't care, like me. I don't care about that, just as long as the food is fine, you get your good service. However, I know at Black Bear Diner, which is also expanding just like Cracker Barrel is, and I did eat at Black Bear Diner in Las Vegas. I ate at Black Bear Diner when I didn't know it was a Black Bear Diner probably 20 years ago. They have been expanding. They are in the San Bernardino areas, just like the Cracker Barrel. But at Black Bear Diner, I believe you get the full breakfast menu. And that's what I had in the morning. And you usually can get the full breakfast menu, I believe, because I've done it before, at noon at night. So there could be a difference. I did get more portions at Black Bear Diner. You can also compare them to all the other breakfast options that's been around for quite some time. So if you're going to pin Cracker Barrel and against or versus Black Bear Diner, I guess you can in small sort of ways. But I'm going to have to eat at Cracker Barrel again for their real breakfast time to see if their breakfast is still the same. Because usually you get a lot. The prices are about the same as anywhere else, just like Black Bear Diner, just like Denny's, and just like IHOP. They all got their little specialties. But when it comes to food portions, I probably will say that Black Bear Diner probably comes out on top. But I'm going to eat at Cracker Barrel again for breakfast sooner or later, and I'll give another assessment then. This is Robin Shop. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great rest of your day.